Perhaps you've heard of homeschooling, but are you unsure if it can properly prepare students for their future life? Hi, my name is Isaac White. I'm a 16-year-old junior in high school, and I've homeschooled my whole life. Personally, I believe homeschooling is a very successful option, and there are many reasons to support it. For anyone who's already graduated high school, perhaps this speech will provide options for your children. There's plenty of evidence to prove whether or not homeschooling is capable of successfully preparing students for life. Homeschooling provides numerous positive outcomes and influences for kids. According to the National Home Education Research Institute, homeschooling provides a safer environment for children because of physical violence, drugs and alcohol, psychological abuse, racism, and improper and unhealthy sexuality, which is typically associated with institutional schools. Public schools are often associated with increased violence, rampant bullying, school shootings, etc. So it's truly a blessing for homeschoolers to be able to learn in a safe environment. Homeschooling allows the use of customized curriculums, which in turn accommodates the strengths and weaknesses of students. Students enjoy their schoolwork more, and therefore their grades rise. One-on-one teaching enables shorter school days, which allows more recreation and exploring topics of interest that the student might be interested in. Studies show that homeschool students perform well on standardized testing, actually 15 to 30 percentile points above their public school peers. Going to college and receiving honors is more likely than any public school students. Personally, I believe homeschooling has adequately prepared me academically. I recently took the ACT test, and I received a score of 28. Currently, as a high school junior, I take a dual credit class. We've looked at some of the characteristics of homeschooling. Now let's take a look at some of the characteristics of public school. Many people believe public school is strong enough, large enough, and skilled enough to provide their education needs, but there are some important topics to consider first. Just because public school teachers have teaching degrees doesn't ensure that they're capable or provide an excellent student experience. According to the National Home Education Research Institute, whether homeschool parents or ever certified teachers is not related to their children's academic achievement. Since public schools are funded and operated by the government, likewise these schools teach the government's values, such as evolution and the Big Bang Theory. Sadly, immoral students often influence their other student friends, which invites sinful behavior. Additionally, most public schools are optimized for the average student, so it's harder for students that need individualized help or a custom pace to receive what they need to excel. We've seen some major downsides to public school. However, homeschooling addresses these problems. There is evidence to believe that homeschooling successfully rectifies these problems. In my humble opinion, I believe that the benefits of a homeschool parent's knowledge of their child's needs and their compassion to help them far outweighs any professional teaching skill. Unlike public school, homeschoolers are capable of choosing their own curriculum that both fits their students' needs and allows you to teach your religious beliefs. Homeschooling is optimized for the requirements of your children, so planning for your children's needs or working at a custom pace is a piece of cake. Additionally, according to the article Evolution of Homeschooling, when compared to public school students on the Piers-Harris Children's Self-Concept Scale, homeschooling students performed better than their public school peers, which indicates that homeschoolers do not lack social skills or contentment. According to Romanowski, homeschool parents are aware of the issue of socialization and are strongly committed to providing positive socialization opportunities for their children. As we conclude, I want you to imagine homeschooling your children and knowing that through homeschooling, all they will know in their school environment is a flexible, loving, and inspiring environment. From my experience, homeschooling has allowed me to excel in the subjects I take. Whenever I've taken days off because I was sick or when my family and I took a vacation, we easily rescheduled school subjects to accommodate for these situations. I've met many of my good Christian friends across various different grade levels through various homeschool groups. While there are many more benefits of homeschooling, I'll leave you with this. Do you think homeschooling can prepare your children, our future, for life? Thank you for listening today.